Hallo, auch von meiner Seite aus herzlich willkommen. Die heutige Präsentation wird im Zuge der Gäste der ITCS Career Fair auf Englisch sein. Selbstverständlich können Sie im Anschluss aber auch zu uns an den Stand kommen und auch mit uns auf Deutsch kommunizieren. So hereby, I welcome you all to our tech talk today, Why PLM Matters, the foundation of tomorrow's technologies. My name is Serdar Bulut, and I will guide you through the significance. Of product lifecycle management and why product lifecycle management is the foundation of all high-trend emerging technologies, and where product lifecycle management leads us. First, to myself, who am I, where do I come from? My education, I have a master's degree, a Master of Science degree in Mechanical Engineering with the focus on virtual product development, and also a master's degree in Automotive Engineering where I specialized in autonomous driving and have built various applications that have led to autonomous driving, to today's autonomous driving, and also have calculated the complexity of autonomous driving. Furthermore, I have an ongoing PhD in digital, so I'm currently involved in an ongoing PhD in digital ecosystems with innovation, with innovative product service systems. I have published multiple research papers. So if you're interested, feel free to look them up. I have a professional background in the turbine construction industry, in the automotive industry, and also in R&D in product lifecycle management. Currently, I'm a senior consultant for ITC Infotech within the business line DXP Services. My role is I'm focusing a lot on variant management. That means a lot of companies manufacture different kinds of products, but these products usually have some kind of variances. So you can buy a car with different configurations, for example. You can buy heavy machinery with different configurations. And the management of all these variances and the configurations of those, that's what I'm doing. I also do a lot of system design and PLM road mapping. We will come into that later. Also, I have PLM projects in various industries. I'm heavily focused on the heavy machinery industry, but also maritime cranes, automation, and automotive. So, and now let's jump into the question, what is PLM? So I have talked about PLM, but probably most of you do not know what PLM is. PLM, in short, stands for Product Lifecycle Management. A product lifecycle is basically, a strategic approach to managing a product from its initial inception, to its disposal. So if you look at steps or life cycle steps of a product, we have the first conception where an idea is born. After that, this idea needs to materialize. It needs to have some precision. It needs to take a shape. There where we have a product design as a life cycle stage. After a product design usually is performed, what we do is we manufacture a product. So the product design gets materialized. It, comes into the shape of, let's say, steel, any kind of material, metals, or wood, or plastics. Once the product is manufactured, what usually happens is that this project subsequently also gets serviced. So the project needs to get some changes, some updates, and after that, we have the stage of disposal. Disposal, first priority would be, of course, to reuse the product in some kind of different purpose, but also recycling is a kind of disposal, that we take the product, take the parts of the products and put it into other systems. That will be recycling, or, we just throw it away and get to the material on the core and melt it in different processes into new products. That could also be disposal. So the product life cycle basically means the whole circle of those. And as a definition, we say that product life cycle management is a strategic approach to manage a product's life cycle from the inception through design and manufacture. In order to do so, we of course need some software that guides us through all of these stages. Looking at today's companies, we have a lot of companies focusing on different kinds of products. All these companies have different requirements to each one of those stages, and product lifecycle management supports in every single one of these stages. However, PLM, or product lifecycle management, does not solely focus on the software solution behind it, but it's more a holistic approach in which the customers and the processes that need to be supported, need to be engineered, need to be refined, need to be analyzed, and then all of these people who are involved in the processes and all of this data needs to combine in a fully aligned strategic solution. So in core, PLM connects with a lot of other IT systems, with a lot of business systems. You know, if you're looking at car manufacturers in today's space, there's a couple of manufacturers that everyone knows. As a guess, these companies have more than 1,000 connected IT systems. So all of these systems need to work together, need to collaborate, and that's where PLM comes into place. So PLM is a holistic approach that has a lot of disciplines. But what are the key components of PLM? One of those key components is, of course, product data management. We have companies that have a lot of design data, a lot of engineering data, and all of this data needs to be stored somewhere. But people, engineers, developers, they all need to have access to that data. And that's what product data management does. Also, product and portfolio management. Usually, an enterprise, a company today doesn't have a single product, but has a multitude of products. And product and portfolio management helps with, decision making and putting priority on some products or on product lines and product families. Also, engineering and change management is one of the key components of product lifecycle management. In today's companies, we have products that change shape or change functions again and again. We have agile development methods, and engineering change management in its core is also part of PLM. Quality management, it's getting, with having multiple companies working together, there needs to be some kind of compliance for regulatory and for quality issues. So quality management is also integrated in PLM. Supply chain management, the whole collaboration along the supply chain, and also configuration and variant management in order to have different configurations, logical configurations implemented into the systems that in the very end after manufacturing seem to be different products, but at the core are actually the very same. And we have a lot of collaboration tools. All of these people who are managing all of these data streams and processes, they need to have some tools with which they can work. PLM offers a multitude of different engineering and other collaboration tools that are also part of it. So we see PLM is a very, very vast and interdisciplinary management challenge. And PLM is also the foundation for a lot of emerging technologies we hear and see today. For example, we have the digital twin. A digital twin is a dynamic virtual model representing a physical product. It's the mathematical simplified model, but also has real-time data. Digital twins are used for simulation and, at its core, for optimization purposes. PLM provides the data backbone. All of this data needs to be managed, needs to be stored, and needs to have some quality validations. That's where PLM comes into place. So basically, PLM enables the digital twin. Without PLM, there's a digital twin at its core is not possible. Also, PLM ensures the data accuracy and the synchronization between the physical and the virtual counterpart. Also, in today's world, we hear a lot about digital platforms. Digital platforms are tools that let people collaborate on something. And this is very, very similar to what PLM does. If you look at digital platforms as a tool, PLM is already integrated because digital platforms have some workflows and processes that let people do something with their application programming interfaces, for example, or with their other connecting points. So inherently in digital platforms, you always have PLM. And PLM, the role of PLM within the digital platforms lies within that all of these processes within the platform are aligned and lead to a single goal. The single goal is always to optimize and innovate. Also, what we are hearing and seeing in today's evolution, generative AI. Last year, it became very, very prominent due to ChatGPT. And as we have seen within PLM, we have a lot of collaboration tools. And all of these collaboration tools are, of course, heavily influenced by anything that generative AI can provide. PLM systems can harness the power of generative AI. However, PLM systems need to, be aligned to what generative AI can deliver. And therefore, PLM system design has to meet the criteria that generative AI requires from the system design. When we're talking about products, there's different kinds of products. For example, smartphones, cars, or airplanes. And all of these products, they have different kinds of engineering and different kinds of manufacturing involved. When you buy a phone, you probably go to a retail store and buy one from shelf. So this phone is produced on mass. However, on the life cycle diagram we see here, there's no sales involved. So the time when I go to the store and buy this phone is not in here yet, but is also a life cycle stage. In case of the phone, sales happens after manufacture, right? Some product is produced and afterwards is sold. However, when you go and try to buy a car, this is not the way it works. The sales is actually happening before the car is manufactured. If you go to a configurator, you configure your car, and after that, the car is produced. And this is a very, very drastic change in terms of strategy and also IT systems for the company. And if you try to buy an airplane, actually, the whole process gets even more different, because even before the airplane is designed, actually it gets sold to a customer. Why is that? Because when you design an airplane and when you try to sell an airplane, what you need to do is to fully customize it to the customer's needs. This means that the customer is heavily involved in the design of the airplane. So we have 3 different product lifecycle strategies here, and these 3 different lifecycle strategies have a heavy impact on the company's strategy and also on the PLM strategy. If you refer to the airplane production, what we need for the airplane production is we need very, very high customization. We need tailored design. We need a lot of collaboration with people across departments and across companies. The role of PLM is to manage all of this and to create the workflows in order for these people to work. So PLM here is very data, process, and also people-centric. And the challenges, of course, long lead times, a lot of project management involved to get all these people together. And the PLM solution is a lot of process management here and project management. If you look at the car, we have a configure to order process. This means that in order for our car to be manufactured after sales, the car needs to have a lot of modular parts, a lot of interchangeable parts. But not only the car, but also the PLM system and all the other subsequent IT systems. So we focus on modular design. The challenges here, of course, inventory management, because we have a lot of different parts that can be put in different places. And the PLM solution, it needs to balance this inventory management, and it also needs to manage how the configurations and the placeholders are put in the IT systems. And if you look at the smartphone, we have mass production, we have very, very low customization. However, what we require for the PLM system is a lot of efficiency and scalability. So there's different approaches for different products and different company strategies. And if you want to put this into the perspective of what lies in the software challenge to that, we see that for the engineering to order, we have a lot of customization, a lot of software modules that have to be developed. For the configure to order, we have to have real-time data syncing, we have to have configuration management, we have to have advanced data management and also scalable architecture. And for the mass for the mass production of smartphones, we have to have seamless integration into production systems and very, very efficient communication tools. As a general consideration for all of these strategies, of course, data security and compliance getting more and more important today, user training and support, and also continuous development. So, and here we come to our last slide. What's in it for you? Why is PLM also interesting for people who are, getting started in the career opportunities? Well, PLM can teach you a lot of things. First of all, technical skills. It can teach you a lot of problem solving and innovation skills, because when you're doing PLM, you're working interdisciplinary, you're designing systems, but you're designing systems according to customer needs, and you have to analyze those, and you have to get the pain points of those. A lot of skills in project management and also in collaboration and innovation, because once again, you have to be creative in solving all these design challenges. There's a lot of career opportunities if you're getting involved in PLM. There's technical tracks, of course, if you want to specialize in IT and DevOps. There's management and leadership paths if you want to take more responsibility. And of course, there's a lot of customer facing involved in consulting. If you want to be the person who is the first contact when it comes to customers and take the word, specify it, and bring it back to all the technological tracks. So working in PLM is, very rewarding, very interdisciplinary. It hones a diverse set of technical and soft skills, and it gives you the opportunity and grow in each of these directions. To summarize, I have a conclusion with all the information handy. If you are more interested in learning more about PLM, feel free to scan and read our white papers. Otherwise, we'll be here at the booth today and welcome you with any kind of questions you have. Thank you.